Well, the guest today is none other than Kaluhi's Kitchen. She is Kaluhi Adagala, but a lot of people just know her online as Kaluhi's Kitchen. And in fact, I was asking, like, has anyone ever said, kitchen, Miss Kitchen? She was like, yeah, one person dared to, which is so funny. But today we're talking about food. Yeah. And I'm asking you all the questions about your love for food. When did it begin? Your favorite dishes. We're getting all the scoop today, so that the weekend is lit in the kitchen. Welcome.
Asante sana. No, you welcome to my kitchen.
Yeah, I just feel like I've literally entered one of your videos or Instagram posts.
Which You're in my zone.
Yeah, in her zone.
Yeah.
Which you better be following her on Instagram and everywhere right now. If you love food, you want to follow her online.
Yes.
So first things first, Kaluhi, when did your love for food begin?
I think for me, I can't really pinpoint a date, but for me, my fondest and best memories always involve food and family.
Oh, really?
Because for me, like Christmas, when my aunties came together with my mom, I know the preparation process is quite hectic now that I'm a grown-up.
Yeah.
But
it's a lot of
work.
Especially if it's a big family.
Yeah, but for me, it was always magical when my aunts came together, made delicious food for everyone. We had amazing conversations over the meals they prepared. Yeah. So for me, food is not just, something you put into your body, but a conversation facilitator.
Oh, that's a beautiful thing. It brings the community together.
Yeah.
So when they'd be cooking, were you watching and being like, why did you add cumin? Why did you put cinnamon there? Were you watching like that, or did you just like to be surrounded by the family?
I just enjoyed being in that environment.
Okay.
I'd say I was a passive watcher. I just watch. I don't really contribute to what they were doing, but I take note of everything. She added potatoes at this stage. She waited for this amount of time passively.
And how old were you at this point?
I'd say preteen.
Okay, preteen.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. So you already started to pick up that kind of curiosity quite early on.
Yes.
So do you remember the moment where you first thought to yourself, I think I want to take this seriously?
After university.
Okay.
However, my own experimentation started after high school. Okay. That's when everyone's not at home. I was like, okay, time to go a bit crazy.
Yeah. And would you feed them after? Or
if it's delicious, yes.
You're but like, come on.
But if it's not so good, maybe I'd feed them.
Yeah.
But you see, my sisters are way too honest.
Yeah.
So they just tell me.
You have 5 sisters.
I have
four sisters. You're a family of 5 girls.
Yes.
Right? Okay.
So they just tell me, you know what? That was actually not so good.
Yeah. Okay.
Then from the feedback I get, I just go back to the drawing board and honestly, find out where I went wrong.
Yeah.
Maybe this was too much or this was lacking. Then you just develop and grow yourself from there.
Okay. Yes. That was after high school.
After high school.
So what did you study in uni? Did you go to culinary arts or?
I didn't. I don't have any formal culinary training.
Okay.
I went to Strathmore University where I studied Bachelor of Commerce, Finance major.
Finance.
Yes.
So in your mind, at that time, were you going to go into food, or were you seeing yourself in the corporate space?
I was 100%, picturing myself, smart, skirt suit, hair in a bun, whatever, driving to a meeting in a bank, that was me.
Yeah.
But I don't know, things just very slowly, I think it was like a pull. It's just a nice, a whisper like in your heart, come, try this. So in my free time, I'm there experimenting with my work, with my recipes, sharing my recipes on my personal Facebook page with my friends. Yeah. Then from there I was like, you know what, instead of sharing on a Facebook profile that disappears after a few hours, let me just start a blog.
Okay. Again, you're still in uni, or have you left at this point?
I had just graduated.
You had just graduated.
Yes.
And are you working, or did you find a job, or are you just blogging at this point in time?
At that point, I got formal employment.
Okay.
Still under my finance.
Yeah.
But then 9 months later, I decided not to renew my contract and focus on food blogging.
Wow. Was that a scary decision?
Extremely frightening, extremely scary. Because, we live in a country where it's not taken seriously, if we're being honest.
Yeah.
And it's not so clear-cut how you can make money from a creative,
perspective. Yeah. Whether it's music, painting,
photography,
fashion. It's always like but what are you really going to do to make money?
But you're not employed.
Yeah.
But
There's
who are
always
you
that
answering to? You know.
But it's changing.
It's changing.
Yeah.
Let's thank God.
Yeah.
It's quite difficult. And, you know, from the outside looking in, it may look like, oh, she just wakes up, cooks, and there she has something. It takes a lot of time, a lot of effort. But so far, so good.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay, so 9 months after starting this job, you decide, actually, not going to continue on.
Yeah.
I'm going to follow my passion and dive deep into food blogging, or what is it that you were doing at that point?
At that point, I was, well, let me be honest.
Yeah, let's be honest. This is what we want. We want honesty here. Okay.
In my heart of hearts, I knew I wanted to do something to do with food.
Okay.
And since I already have a food blog, why not take it from there, you know?
Okay.
But I was still sending out CVs because I was like, you know what? Okay, well, maybe.
My heart is here, but let me tell you, the bills.
Maybe
yeah.
one foot here, one foot there. But you know, I was like, let me also just give myself 1 year. Let me see if it will work out.
I like that you gave yourself a time frame. 1 year. Okay.
Yeah, 1 year. If it doesn't work out, I'm still young. At that point, I was 24 years old.
Yeah.
I could always just swing back to formal employment. And I'll still have learned, you know what, I tried this, it didn't work, it's fine. And you make peace with it. But yes, I gave myself 1 year, it worked out. And thank you, Sharon, for giving us inspiration. Because it's like, come on, you guys, Sharon and Eliza.
But let me tell you, it was hard, wasn't it? Like in that 1 year, it's like nerve-wracking.
It's not easy.
And the people around you, that being specifically your parents, that's when they're like, daughter, you know, we appreciate what you're doing. It's very great for your passion, but also you've got a timer on this dream of yours, which is great to have that kind of balance.
Yes.
So when did you decide, or when did you start to feel like, okay, I'm getting momentum. I think I know how to monetize this and get comfortable. At which point in time after quitting?
After quitting, I'd say a year.
Okay.
But since starting my blog or whatever, it was 2 years. That's when I felt, okay, fine, now I have a solid brand.
Yeah.
I can approach brands and they can approach me because I have a voice online.
Okay.
Yes.
So what you started your blog in 2014.
Yes.
So it's in 2016 that you're like, okay, I've figured this out.
Yeah.
So how were you able to build such a solid brand? Because right now as we speak, you have a combined total of over 120,000 followers.
Yes.
And you've got 60,000 something on Instagram, 50,000 on Facebook. You've got your YouTube channel, you've got your Twitter. How did you manage to go about building such a solid brand in the food industry?
For me, I think what's really important is focusing on quality over quantity. Fine, maybe you have the psych to post 5 times a week, good for you.
Yeah.
But it beats the purpose to post 5 times a week, but it's mediocre content.
Wow.
You're better off posting once a week, but it's excellent.
Yeah.
So for me, it's always excellent. And you know, at some point, people are saying, your photos are too nice.
What? Complaining,
your photos are too nice. I used to get offended, but I was like, that's actually a compliment.
Wait, what does that even mean?
And
your photos are too nice. I really want us to unpack that, but I don't think we have time. But your photos are too nice, so don't make them too nice.
Exactly.
Like that.
But I was like, I can't water down my content and my vision just because you don't believe it's possible to cook delicious and beautiful food.
Yeah.
And I think that's the motivation behind my YouTube channel.
Right.
Because some people may think, oh, Apana, Photoshop. And I was like, no, I'll make an exact video.
Right.
Just see for yourself.
Right.
It's so easy.
Okay, so now blogging was where you first started, but I'm hearing you talking about videos because obviously you've got a YouTube channel, Instagram. So how did you then transition and also scale your brand? And by that I mean, is content creation what you do full time, or are there other things that you do to supplement this work?
Right now, content creation is what I do full time.
Yeah.
But also to supplement what I do and also to diversify my income sources.
Yeah.
I do bi-monthly branches.
Okay.
Branch with Kaluhi. It's quite challenging still. Hasn't gotten its foot yet. But
can I tell you something? A quick digression. My best friend is obsessed with you. I can't believe I didn't even start it like that. But Monday, if you're watching this, I've got Kaluhi in the kitchen. But I'm in Kaluhi's kitchen, which is so crazy.
Yes.
But she's always like, oh my gosh, I would have gone for the brunch. There's one that you had, and she beats herself up that she wasn't able to make it. But yeah, so she's following and really, really obsessed. But I now want to understand when it comes to content creation, what exactly does that look like from the business angle of what you do? Can you explain to someone how you run your business? Yeah.
So for me, my main and most heavy quote unquote source of earning income is collaborating with other brands.
Okay.
So for example, brand X is introducing a new spice.
Yeah.
And they want to show people, no, you don't only have to use spice X for cooking meal X.
Yeah.
You can use it in a million different ways. So they go to an influencer who's respected in that field, cook with this spice, develop this number of recipes, then we'll pay you for marketing us. Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Lovely. But I also know at some point in time you decided this is cute and all, but I'm going to release an ebook.
Yes, girl.
Oh, so what year was that? What year?
That was in 2016.
That's 2 years after starting your blog.
Yes.
How did you very quickly transition from creating food to creating this book? I wanted to add weight to my brand. I don't know if that makes sense. No, absolutely. You now have author as part of your bio.
Exactly. Yeah. So I wanted to develop 50 exclusive recipes. They're only in that ebook. They're not on the blog. Even the blog has more recipes. But the ebook has exclusive recipes. And as each year comes, I give myself a project. So the ebook was 2016 project. Last year I was a mess, so I didn't have a project. So, and this year's project is my branches. So each year I have something to add to the weight of my brand.
Oh, I love that. And it's very structured in your mind what you're working towards. So you've won 3 awards in the Best Food Blog Awards, but also your blog has been listed as top 30 food blog in the Beyond the Plate book. Right? How does it feel, those moments of recognition and validation? What does that mean for you?
For me, it just signifies I'm doing exactly what I was put on this earth to do. That validation, it really sets your soul alight, and it really gives you motivation to keep going and going, becoming better and better and better, and knowing that you're adding value to other people's lives. Nothing can compare. What's
been the biggest moment where you were like, wow, done made it. I'm gonna leave y'all behind because I am rich. What's been the biggest moment for you?
For me, there are several.
Okay.
One of them was being recognized in Beyond the Plate as among the top 30 food blogs in the world. In the world.
Wow.
Do you know how big the world is?
Yeah.
Then me, that was so huge. Then also being recognized by CNN International.
I
was
that.
Like, you know what?
And that was 2016.
That was 2016.
So 2 years into creating your blog.
Yes.
You've just, it's just surprising me how quickly you've been able to expand and evolve your brand. But more so, what's exciting me now is that very soon we're going to get into some of your recipes, whether it's dessert, appetizers. So we're going to take a quick break, but when we come back, she's giving us her tips, exclusive tips for living with us. Whoop, whoop. Be back in a moment. Welcome back. I'm in Kaluhi's kitchen, like literally in her kitchen. This could be an Instagram moment right now. And we're about to get into desserts. But before we do that, make sure you're following us on Living with S. That's Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. That's our handle. You can use the hashtag. And you also need to follow Kaluhi's Kitchen. It's very simple, Kaluhi's Kitchen on Instagram. And you can thank me later because she hits us up with all the fun recipes. Okay, now let's get into this dessert. First things first, what is it? Second, how did you make it?
So this is something I just conceptualized today morning.
Okay.
Yes.
Which is crazy. That's crazy to me. That relationship with food I will never understand. But okay, so what is this?
So right in front of us is a grape and mango parfait.
Yeah.
With a cardamom custard. Yes.
What?
let me tell you, it sounds complicated, but it's
Very.
stupid easy to make.
Really?
Crazy
Which is
easy.
what I feel like I need, because I don't really know. This, like, being in the kitchen for hours on end. I just want something quick and easy.
Yeah.
And then that looks real fancy, so that when I have people over, it's like, oh, parfait.
Yeah.
You can have it at my house too.
Yeah.
Okay, so can you take me through how you made this?
So a parfait is just layering of different fruit, cake, and maybe a plain yogurt or whipped cream or custard in whichever order you want it.
Yeah.
Then the flavor just comes together very easily.
Okay.
Just that.
Okay.
So for my parfait,
Yeah.
it's just a double chocolate cake.
So you made the cake.
No, I didn't make the cake.
Okay.
But you see, it's a nice shortcut, you know.
I like that one too. I
Shortcuts
appreciate
are very
that.
okay.
Yeah. Okay.
So it's a double chocolate cake.
Yeah.
Then fresh mangoes and grapes.
Which you diced.
Which are diced really small.
Yeah.
Then I poured custard over it. I
Okay.
cooked my custard with cardamom.
Yeah.
I love cardamom. It's my favorite warm spice.
Oh.
Delicious. Then just layering, alternating layers till the top of your cup or your whatever. Then there you have it.
Oh, that looks so good. Shall we try it and take
Let's
a bite?
do it.
Let's do it. Do you ever feel nervous about people trying your foods?
Yes.
Really?
When it's something like, I went too wild with experimentation.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh my God.
But I like the hesitation for like, no, it's like, I know I'm good. I know I'm doing, I've been doing it for
nowadays
years
I'm
now.
so confident. But
Okay,
when I was
good.
starting out, oh my
Okay,
goodness.
pressure. Okay, so I'm gonna dive into
First
this.
bite.
Jeez. Ooh.
Mmm.
Yo, those flavors. I love how you go from the chocolate to the sweetness
Yeah.
and the mango.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Then the cardamom right at the
Yeah.
end. Very nice.
Okay, so what's your favorite thing to make?
Oh, that's a hard question.
Really?
I think it goes with my mood.
Okay.
Because sometimes I really enjoy things that involve kneading. So sometimes I like making chapatis, which is so out of character because I used to hate making chapatis.
Yeah.
But nowadays I like the kneading process.
Why?
I don't know. It's so
Therapeutic?
Yeah.
Okay, I can see that.
I don't know why. Goes with sometimes I like baking, especially when it's cold and rainy.
Yeah. Oh, that's the perfect
It's
time. And then your
just-
house smells like this beautiful
And it's warm
wafting.
Exactly.
cinnamon
It's so
banana bread.
comforting.
Ooh, I can already smell it, and I'm just like, I want a
Yeah.
lot of chocolate. Chocolate cake. It's so perfect. So baking.
Yeah.
That's another passion of yours. To me, I often separate the cooking process from the baking process because
Yeah.
I think they both demand different things from the chef. No.
They're quite similar, but I feel like baking is more of a science.
Yeah.
Than cooking, you say, okay, fine, this tastes
You feel
really
like
bad,
this.
so you just add garlic
Yeah.
or splash lemon,
Yeah.
then it fixes everything.
Yeah.
But for baking, if you messed at the beginning, I'm sorry,
It's
you will
done.
get your stone at the you
Okay.
can't do anything about it.
So when it comes to dessert, is that often what you refer to, the baking process? Like in baking cakes, or what's your favorite go-to dessert recipe?
My favorite dessert is a key lime pie. My friend,
Sounds so complicated.
it's actually not so complicated, but the best one I've had is by my friend Kaz.
Oh
my God, delicious!
Yeah.
The best I've ever
And
had.
she's also another phenomenal
She is.
cook and
Yeah.
chef. And I remember one time she tried to teach me how to make what do you call when you make chickpeas and you mash them and you sort of fry them as well?
Like into a party or
Yeah, like chickpea, I forgot, falafel. Is that
Oh,
what
yeah,
it is?
yeah.
Tried to teach me. I
Oh, she
haven't
knows.
made it since then. But it was so good, Kaz. I appreciate the effort, but I just never went back into it. So then what's your least favorite thing to cook and to bake?
my least favorite thing to. Okay, let me start with baking.
Okay.
Least favorite thing to bake.
Yeah.
Oh man, bread.
You even bake bread?
Like I've never got it right.
Oh,
I'm still learning.
okay.
So I can't even post a recipe yet.
Yeah.
Until I know where I go wrong.
Right.
So that I also guide my readers where not to go wrong.
Right.
Yeah.
It's so, to me, it's so
I'm still
interesting
learning.
that bread came out of your mouth, that you are so passionate about your craft that
I
you
want to
will
know everything.
understand everything.
Yeah.
Okay, and to cook, what's your least favorite?
To cook, oh my, none. No, there has to be something.
Wow.
I don't think there's anything.
Really?
Maybe it should go with my mood.
Okay.
Yeah, maybe I just don't feel like cooking today. So I'm sorry, I'm not going to cook chapatis for 20 people.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
that kind of thing.
Actually, do you find that your family takes advantage of your skills? Like, okay, who's cooking? I guess it's Kaluhi again. Woo! Kaluhi back into the kitchen. Do they do that?
No, the good thing about my family, everyone cooks.
Oh, what?
Yes. So
No.
when I'm feeling like, no, today I'm not cooking.
Okay, I'm going to ask you a question, and I need you to be honest.
Okay.
Who is the best cook in the family, in the Adagala household?
Actually, I'm going to be honest, and it's me.
What? Are you sure?
But then imagine, I'm being so honest. Maybe a tie with my eldest sister,
Okay.
Erica.
Yeah.
I think it's a tie.
Oh.
Then, okay, no. We learned everything from my mom, so I think I have to say mom as well.
Mom. Yeah, it comes. She's the source of this that you see.
Yes.
Okay. Now, desserts can be a tricky place for people who are on their health journey.
Yeah.
Because in your mind, dessert has to be uber rich in chocolatey sweetness, goodness. Mm-hmm. Are there some tips that you have when it comes to making desserts that are also not going to blow up your calorie intake?
Yeah, like for example, a parfait.
Yeah.
You can swap custard for plain yogurt. You can swap double chocolate cake for regular sponge cake.
Yeah.
You know, just cut down on everything.
Okay.
But still produce same flavor. Because you have fruit, you have your cake, you have your creamy, components.
Yeah.
It will still come together perfectly.
Wow.
Just swap some eggs for something a lot leaner.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what's been the main thing that you have to have in your kitchen that you find helps you make a dessert very quickly?
Ooh,
what
fruit.
ingredient? Oh, fruit.
Fruit. But that's not to say that fruit, like slicing a watermelon, then saying that's dessert. No.
Which a lot of times that's what happens. Like,
in
that's
society,
dessert. Yeah. Which is a healthy routine.
It is.
Not the tastiest.
But it doesn't hurt to indulge a little bit.
Yeah.
You know?
Just add a little bit of oomph.
Yeah.
Have a parfait, like you're saying.
Yes.
So fruits. And so in your mind, when you think fruits, what are some of the ones that one should have? And I'm asking because I think a lot of times in our homes, we don't treat ourselves to desserts. Yeah. We just have the main thing, and then you have a cup of tea after. But there's no culture of indulgence. Like, I feel like the Italians are just... Food is French. A cultural, spiritual, and the French. It's almost a spiritual journey. And so are there ways that someone can elevate their dessert menu at home using fruits?
Okay, we've already spoke about the parfaits.
Yeah.
There's also something I really enjoy having called labania za maziwa. I did a tutorial on the same on my YouTube channel and on my blog. Labania za maziwa.
Za maziwa.
Yes.
Labania being, I don't know if that's a common thing.
They're like a milk fudge.
Oh.
Yeah. So you can make some in advance. Just chop them, put them in your jar, let them stay on your countertop. Whenever you need something sweet to have, just grab one. And the advantage of making them at home, you control the amount of sugar you add, if at all. So you're in full control of what you put in your body.
Wow, and that recipe is on your YouTube channel?
Yes.
No excuses. We've got the tricks up our sleeves now. We don't have excuses.
Yes.
So I'm sure a lot of people come to you asking for advice and tips. And from that, you've noted that a lot of people make this mistake along the road.
Yeah.
So what's the biggest mistake that you usually see amongst your audience when it comes to making desserts or even just other meals?
Anything.
But let's do desserts first specifically.
I think for desserts, people, in general, people find it hard to pinpoint the best substitute for a certain ingredient they don't have. So maybe they want to bake something that's really reliant on butter, but instead of going like finding a nice easy substitute, maybe margarine won't produce the same result, but it's a nice substitute. They eliminate it entirely.
Okay.
So the outcome won't be how I described.
Yeah.
Then they'll blame me for that, you see.
Oh.
And it could have been avoided if you just asked.
Yeah.
You see.
Ask the question. All right. So they substitute their own thing because they think it's the same thing. I think I've done that too. Some of these recipes that I see on like, I don't know, like an American channel or a Nigella Lawson, and I'm like, I'm gonna make that, but I don't know what that is. So instead of having like baking soda, maybe I should put baking powder, and then next thing I know, it's all blown up in my face.
Yeah.
But I like that, and I like that with your recipes, I know that I can find everything here.
Yes.
And so why someone would choose to substitute, and that I guess they're trying to be creative.
Most times, yes.
Yeah.
But sometimes, like, you can't substitute chili with cinnamon because they are different. Or substitute rice with ndengu.
Okay, yeah.
That was a strange one. And
no, someone did that?
Girl.
How did that turn out? Oh, that's interesting.
People are wild.
But each their own.
Yeah. I always tell my readers, I'm a DM away. And I always answer my DMs.
Really?
In case you're not sure, just ask me.
That's beautiful that you've got that great relationship. Actually, now that we've segued into social media, what's been your experience online when it comes to sharing your craft? Because I know this is food, but this is also like your baby. Like it seems like you've birthed it.
Heart,
if you're talking about how you woke up and you created this, it comes from your soul.
Yeah.
So what's that experience been like for you, sharing this online and receiving both positive comments and critique as well?
Yeah. Positive comments, of course, they build your morale. They encourage you to keep going. You're doing well. You're adding value to people's lives. Positive criticism, it's not something you really want to hear.
Yeah.
But if you really build on what someone is telling you to improve on, it works in your own benefits. Then, of course, we have plain negative, plain trolls, just mean people.
Yeah.
For me, I think most of the times I'll just read and ignore most of the times.
Yeah.
Because those comments can really get to you. For me, I don't really care if you like criticize me as a person. Yeah. But I really take it personally when you criticize my craft.
Really?
Like oh my God.
So like if someone says, Kaluhi, I don't even like you and the way you've done your makeup, you're just like, whatever.
Fine. We all have ugly days.
Yeah, but if they're like, Kaluhi, that parfait could have looked better. Is that when you'd feel?
No, that's when I'm like, okay, no, actually, I plated how I saw best.
Okay.
So it's beautiful to me.
So what kind of comment then would get to you like that?
Maybe if someone's saying like, your work is fake, you Photoshop, that it really gets to me because they put my heart and soul to make sure everything looks beautiful. Right. Yeah. But I still push it aside and make sure I make an exact video to the photo so that you see it's not impossible.
Right. And
but if you don't want to accept that it's actually possible to eat, surely we eat every day. Yeah. Why do you want to eat ugly food?
And I love that. Presentation is a big part of your journey, of your food journey. Yeah. Can you give us some quick tips? Because we're about to go on break, but I just want to get a couple of quick tips. How do you just make everything look so pretty?
It just starts with how you cook.
Oh.
Don't rush things.
Okay.
Okay, some things can be rushed, but some things, as in don't rush through things.
Okay.
When you start nicely from the beginning, it will always look nice at the end.
But I also even like the way, like here you've just put, it's so thoughtful. You've got the parfait, you've got, is this a mint leaf?
Yes.
You've got mint and you've got a bunch of grapes. And then it just is so, I would have just been like, take your parfait, okay? So what are some quick tips? Are there things that we should have on hand that we can just place there, spritz there, and it just looks pretty?
Yeah, I think nice dinnerware. Tuskys has nice dinnerware.
Okay.
Also Woolworths, but it depends on your budget.
Okay.
Nice, like this one I bought from Healthy You. Very beautiful.
Yeah.
And also very cheap.
Yeah.
Also having herbs, fresh herbs in your kitchen, whatever.
Garden.
Like here you have fresh meat, just fresh.
Love that. Actually, that's a good one.
Yeah.
Just invest in your tableware if you can.
Yes.
Or just take a little bit more, put a little bit more effort in, and then sprinkle something here, put a dash of that there. Yeah. You're good to go. Okay, now third part of this, we are getting into appetizers, and this time round, she's gonna get into the kitchen. We're gonna cook together. We're gonna learn some skills. We'll be back in a moment, guys. Welcome back. I'm in Kaluhi's kitchen and we're about to get cook. Oh, we are close. Aren't we getting close right now? We're about to cook some appetizers right now. What are you making for us, Kaluhi?
I want us to make some garlic and paprika mshikaki.
That's the kind of food that gets you dancing. You know food is good when you're like,
You're feeling it even before we start.
Okay, so this is the meat already and it's been
Yes.
marinated,
Yeah, and
hasn't
it's
it?
chicken.
Okay.
So it's marinated overnight.
Yeah.
In plain yogurt, paprika, turmeric, garlic, curry, thyme, and rosemary.
Ooh.
Yes.
So how long should you ideally leave this? Does it have to be overnight? Like if I quickly had like guests coming in and they said, hey, we'd like to swing by around lunchtime, because you know that's how it is.
Oh, it happens.
Yeah.
For mshikaki, you don't have to do overnight.
Okay.
But for whole chicken pieces, it's best overnight.
Okay.
But for mshikaki, 15 minutes, it's fine.
Why the yogurt?
It has a bit of acidity, so it tenderizes the chicken as it marinates.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, got it. So, what do we need to do? How do I help you? Or do I help you, or do you like to
Girl, we're getting down and dirty.
I don't know, maybe you are like, you know, me personally, I don't like it when people help me. I just want to do everything
Sometimes
myself.
I don't.
Yeah.
But today, come on.
Okay.
Sharon.
Okay. Is there an order to this? I'm gonna watch you first. Look, I'm actually not kidding. I'm a little terrified. I know it's just like piercing chicken, but I'm like, I might mess this up. So I'm gonna watch you do it first.
We'll just alternate chicken, pepper, and onion. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
I still want you to go first. Nice. So, you know, earlier you were saying how sometimes you wake up and you're just inspired to cook something.
Yeah.
Where does that come from? How do you know what to pair something with?
I think that comes with time
Yeah.
and with experience. And actually, it comes after making a million mistakes. Because that's how you know, okay, this does not work at all.
Okay.
And I can't do this ever again.
Right.
So once you know what works, what doesn't, and once you know technique, that's when you can now be free and more adventurous with your experimentation.
Okay.
Yes.
I just realized also we didn't say this, but obviously we washed our hands before we started doing this.
Very important.
Our hands are clean. And I'm starting to feel a little bit more hopeful that I'm not messing this up.
Oh, you're good, professional.
I don't know about professional. So actually, can you tell me a little bit about the brunch series that you've been having and how people can be a part of that?
So Brunch with Kaluhi is just a brunch, intimate brunch, where I host 10 of my readers, where they come and enjoy a meal, a 3-course meal made by me.
Wow.
Yes.
And they come to your house or to the kitchen itself, or where do you go?
The first one I did at my place because I just announced it before I was ready and I didn't have a venue, so I just had to make it work.
Yeah.
But the subsequent ones, I either do them at an Airbnb or just at a restaurant who are happy and willing to host us.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm seeing I've got like dangling pieces here, but I'm just going to say that that's extra meat.
Yeah.
And whoever has this piece will appreciate it. The producer will be very happy with you.
Yeah.
I hope. You better like my piece of chicken. Yours is just looking a lot prettier than mine. And I now understand what you're saying. It's all as you're cooking, you start making it look pretty. Because can you just hold it up real quick, if you don't mind? Why does mine look like it struggles? Look at this guy. Proper struggle. But let me tell you, it's gonna be tasty. Yeah, because Kaluhi is the one who marinated it, so we're good to go. Oh no, onion. Okay, so...
Maybe you can put anything too. But I don't know why I don't like tomatoes.
Really?
I don't know why. Okay, look, kwa mshikaki. Like in real life.
Okay, so how long does
I
it...
think that's it.
Oh, no, yours is fully done. It's because you didn't... I squeezed mine. Mine is like...
Yeah, but yours is like...
full.
Generous.
Yeah, so that's how you're able to save money through this whole thing. You're not trying to feed people, I don't know, 2 chickens each.
Hey, it's expensive.
Yeah. Food is expensive. And good food especially.
Where? Hey, it's not a joke.
Okay,
not a
look,
joke, people.
This, we're just going to say it's done.
Sour.
Okay, so the chicken mshikakis are on the grill right now. And you know what? We were just having a conversation with the crew and we were asking ourselves, why do we not do this in our houses? Because it's so simple.
Extremely easy.
But it looks so fancy and like we've made so much of an effort. And just now, we are, like literally we went around and we said no one here has ever done it before. And yet it's so simple.
Yeah.
So I want to ask, when it comes to appetizers, what are some easy, quick recipes, besides of course the chicken and mshikaki, that people can refer to when they're making meals, appetizers at home?
You can make sliders, which are mini burgers.
Okay.
Like just
Mini, so how do you get like the mini buns? Are there mini, if you go
I think
to
they're sold,
Okay.
once in a while. I've seen them at the Carrefour Bakery.
Okay.
Sliders, you can make basically mini everything.
Mini.
Hot dog, mini kebabs.
Yeah.
I have a mini kebab recipe on my YouTube channel. Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
And when it comes to these kinds of recipes, you know, like quite quick bitings, where do you draw your inspiration from?
For me, sometimes when I'm making a full course meal, I like to have continuity, meaning there's a flavor note from the appetizer that I want to bring into my main course and bring to my dessert.
Can you give an example?
For example, in my next brunch,
Yeah.
okay, God help me. In my next brunch,
It's happening.
it will happen.
It's happening very soon, ladies and
Yes.
gents.
In my next brunch,
Yeah.
I want to have a fruit theme. So let's say it's apples.
Yeah.
So my appetizer will have apples.
Yeah.
My main dish will have an apple, maybe sauce or a marination. Then the dessert will also have apples. It's not the rule, but it's just what I like doing.
Oh, and that's good because it's almost like you're telling a story.
Yes.
What is it about cooking that fulfills you the most? What is it about food?
I don't know. Seeing people enjoying the work of your hands and seeing what was so scattered in your mind coming to life right in front of you. That's really, I don't know, it's just beautiful.
Yeah. And what's been the biggest challenge in the past 4 years that you've been pursuing, you know, food blogging and creating a brand, that being Kaluhi's Kitchen? What's been the biggest challenge?
For me, I'd say asserting yourself as an authority who deserves to be paid for the work done. Because we spoke earlier about people not taking creatives seriously. But I think with time it gets better. And with time they take you seriously, and with time you assert yourself. So it gets better as you go.
So are there some specific things that you did that helped boost your confidence in that regard?
Improving my quality and relying heavily on my authenticity, because there's only one Kaluhi. There are a million food bloggers, but there's only one you. Only one me.
So when it comes to equipment, because you just talked about upgrading and making sure that the quality of your work keeps getting better, which in my head, to me, it speaks like even photography, plating, filming. So how do you make all of that happen? Do you do everything yourself?
Everything. From photography to videos.
To editing.
Full control, everything.
To sound?
Everything.
So you'll go to this, you'll wake up, bing, oh, I have inspiration, let's have cinnamon rolls sprinkled with like nutmeg dust, icing, and then go out, shop for it, come back. Actually, why don't you take me from the moment you wake up? Can you take me through what that?
Some days when it's just like random inspiration from I don't know where, I'll just wake up. Oh, I have flour, I have nini, then I come and make. But usually I plan weeks ahead. Okay. So if I'm making a post for November, maybe let's say it's a stew, I plan, maybe it's a potato stew. I go buy all the ingredients maybe on Sunday, because the work week is Monday to Friday.
Yeah.
Even if you're working from home, you have to be serious. The work week is Monday to Friday. Be focused.
Yeah.
So I go buy everything on Sunday. If I'm filming on Monday, I tell everyone at home, kitchen out of bounds from 10 to 1.
Yeah.
Because even the simplest video that takes 6 minutes to watch takes maybe 3 to 4 hours to shoot.
Wow.
It takes a lot of time, a lot of switching off, a lot of,
all the time. You're doing it. So like, how do you get a food shot? Like right now, how would you have been doing it? You'd have been holding a camera and twisting it?
My phone on a stand.
Okay.
Then because I initially wanted to just use my phone, but it's not stable.
Yeah.
And you see, you need to give out good quality.
Yeah.
Improve. My first videos are very well.
Everyone's first videos are very.
Yeah.
No one comes out to like, wow, pow, pow.
No one.
Yeah.
So I just use my phone. To date, I still use my phone because it still works for me. And that's why I encourage anyone, just start with what you have, then grow from there. Start with what you have, start where you are.
Yeah.
Some things you'll stick with even 10 years too, but some things you'll improve on.
Yeah, I hear you.
Yes.
I hear you. And I think a lot of times what we're searching for is perfection.
Yeah.
The perfect moment to start chasing your dreams. The perfect equipment for you to be able to film whatever you want. The perfect amount of money for you to be able to start pursuing your dream. But that's not always going to happen.
Perfect
Very rarely does
this
does this perfect scenario come to place, like, here, Kaluhi, chase your dreams now. And if you wait that long, that's why a lot of people go to the grave with their dreams. So better start now, better late than never. So how long, going back to the appetizers now, how long should we cook this for?
Around 8 to 10 minutes.
Okay.
Because it's chicken, it's already sliced to small pieces, it cooks really, really fast.
So these should essentially be ready now?
Yeah.
Oh.
And also be careful not to overcook them because they'll dry up and become a bit too chewy.
Okay.
Not a bit.
Yeah. Are you one of those people who mixes chicken with pineapple, or are you against? Are you for or against?
Sharon, this is where our love affair ends.
Okay, wait, do you do it or do you not?
I'm against.
Really?
Oh my god. Pineapple pizza.
Are you serious?
Imagine I can't. But I tried.
Yeah. Oh.
My heart refused.
Pineapple. Okay. So I guess pineapples shouldn't go. Look, that's why it's Kaluhi's kitchen and not Sharon's kitchen. But okay, so shall we plate now?
Yes.
Yeah?
We are ready to plate.
Okay. And is there like a specific way or tip, or do we just lay them down on the plate?
I actually just plate blindly. I don't
really? So there's nothing even like you can give us? Meanwhile, it just comes out looking like magic.
I think, actually, it's one of the things you just learn with time.
Okay, so it's an innate instinct. So you just need to plate more, and then it'll come to you.
Okay, so actually, we're just
plating.
Yeah.
Okay. I feel like even in my plating, I'm messing up.
It's fine.
Oh, you see, that's a tip. The fact. So what is this actually?
This is the African Kaya sweet chili jam. Best of the best of the best. I'm obsessed. Obsessed. With
African Kaya sweet chili jam.
Yes.
Wow. So okay, you see, this is what I was trying to ask you earlier. Is there a tip to plating? She's like, no, I just go with my cup. You're not going with my. This is the tip, girl. This is the tip. Look, there's. Oh wait, should I turn this off actually?
Yes.
These. Okay, so she's put the kebabs on. Then you've got this nice little bowl that holds the sweet chili jam.
Yes.
And then you've got slices of lemon. That is the key. That's the tip.
Okay, that's a tip.
Yeah. Because when we present this in our houses, we would have forgotten to do this.
So maybe I'd say, just think of things that could complement the flavors of what you're cooking.
Oh my gosh, this
so
is really so
yes, the flavors of the kebab would go well with the sweet chili jam and can also be complemented with a splash of fresh lemon. So have both.
Wow.
Yes.
Okay, so shall we dive in and taste the work of our hands?
It's time. We're ready.
Oh, okay. Let's see. So with the sweet chili jam, should I get like a I'm just
already
maybe should
eating.
make it- Yeah. You're already enjoying your food, and I'm like trying to be like, how do I get the sweet chili jam onto this? Teaspoon. I'm just gonna apply. Wait, is it like chili?
No.
Okay. Oh. No, I'm not even lying.
Exactly.
Like, I'm not even lying. This is a dance. This is a. This was so easy to make.
Extremely easy.
You know, thank you, Kaluhi.
You're welcome.
I just think that we should hang out more.
How we should.
And we should just come
Cook
over
out
to the show,
maybe.
cook out. Maybe cook wars at some point. At this point, I'm going to be real good. I'll know everything. And with that said, I'm going to love you and leave you. And I'm just going to enjoy this kebab, which... So I wish we could share. But you have yourself a fantastic, a tasty, a Kaluhi inspired weekend, and I'll see you guys on Monday, 8 a.m. I'm just gonna rub this sweet chili all over and enjoy.